Welcome to AKN Sprint Education. Myself Naveen, I am the Maths Mentor, and today's session let us discuss about exercise 5.2 from second problem onwards. So coming to second problem, find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. We don't know what are the two numbers, okay, but whose sum is 27. Whose sum is 27. Let the first number be equal to x. So as it is given, sum of two numbers is 27. How many numbers? Two numbers. Let one number suppose, for example, let the one number be 13. One number is how much? 13. What about the second number? Obviously 13 plus 14 you will get 27. Yes or no? 13 plus 14 which is equal to 27. But in this case we don't know, let the number be x. First number is what? X. What about the second number? How you got this 14? From 27, if I subtract 13, from 27, if I subtract 13, I got 14. So what is the second number, children? As the second number is what? 27 minus 6. Is it clear? So first number is x and the second number b. Second number is 27 minus x. 27 minus x. Okay. Now second statement, and product is 182. Product means what, children? Product means into, right? What are the two numbers? One number is x and the second number is 27 minus x, which is equal to how much? 182. So x into 27 minus x equal to 182. Okay. Now x into 27, 27x minus x into x square equal to 182. As we have minus x square here, transpose towards right hand side, it will become plus x square. 27x you transpose, it will become minus 27x plus 182 equal to 0. So now let us find the factors of the given quadratic equation by using factorization. As we have 182, because the constant is 182 and the coefficient of x square is 1. So 182 into 1, 182. Okay. So what are the factors of 182? Let us find. 2 table, 2 9 ja, 2 1 ja, 3 table, 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja 6. Not 3 table. Let us go with the 7 table. 7 1 ja 7, 2 1, 7 3 ja. So I mean 7 2 ja 14. I mean 14 and 13 children. 14 and 13. So as we have plus 182. Here middle term is minus 27x. So the possible factors are what? Minus 13 and minus 14. So x square minus 13x minus 14x plus 182 equal to 0. So from these two terms I can take x as common. So x into x square minus x into 13, 13x. So again from these two terms I can take minus 14 as common. Minus 14 into x minus 14x minus into plus minus 14 13 are 182. Now here I have x minus 13. If I take x minus 13 as common, I will get x minus 14. So x minus 14 equal to 0. So one is x minus 13 equal to 0. The second one is x minus 14 equal to 0. So minus 13 you transpose, it will become plus 13. Minus 14 you transpose, it will become plus 14. So what are the two factors? One is x equal to 13 and the other one is x equal to 14. So the possible factors are x equal to 13 and x is equal to 14. Actually, they are asking find two numbers. What are the two numbers? The two numbers are 13 and 14. Yes sir. If I add 13 to 14, I will get 27. If I multiply 13 into 14, I will get 192. So what are the two numbers, children? As the two numbers are 13 and 14. Now let us see third question. Question is find two consecutive positive integers. Find question number 3. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 613. We need to find two consecutive integers, sum of whose squares is 613. Try to understand the question. We need to find two consecutive integers, sum of whose squares is 613. We know that in exercise 5.1, as we discussed, that the two positive consecutive integers are, let two positive consecutive integers are, one positive integer is x and the second positive integer is x plus 1. Right? As I told you, consecutive integers are nothing but one after the other. But according to the statement, what is the statement, children? Sum of whose squares. Sum of whose squares. Sum means what? Plus whose squares. Squares means x square plus x plus 1 whole square. Sum of whose squares is 613. Children, are you understanding why we did x square plus x plus 1 whole square? According to the statement, sum of whose squares is 613. So x square plus x plus 1 whole square equal to 613. Right? So x square, now which is in the form of a plus b whole square? A square plus b square plus 2 into a into b equal to 613. So x square plus x square, 2x square, 2 into 1, 2x, 1 square means 1, plus 16, 13 you transpose, it will become minus 1613 equal to 0. So 2x square plus 2x, 1 minus 613, I mean minus 612 equal to 0. Children, if you observe here all the three terms, from these three terms I can take 2 as common, because 2 is the common factor. 2 into x square, 2x square, plus 2 into x, 2x, minus 2 3s are 6 and 2 6s are 12. I mean minus 306 equal to 0. As 2 is multiplying, transpose, you will get x square plus x minus 306 equal to 0 by 2. So 0 by something what, children? 0 by something which is equal to 0 only. So x square plus x minus 306 equal to 0. Okay, children. Now let us find the possible factors for 306. 2 1 ja, 2 5 ja, 2 3 ja, 3 5 ja, 3 1 ja, 3 1 ja 3, 3 7 ja. So I mean 18 and 17, children. 3 3 ja 9, 9 2 ja 18. 18 into 17. Okay. So the factors of 306 are 18 and 17. As the middle term is plus 1x, so plus 18 minus 17. So x square plus 18x minus 17x minus 306, which is equal to 0. So from these two terms I can take x as common, x plus 18 minus 17 as common, x plus 18 equal to 0. Now if I take x plus 18 as common, I will get x minus 17 equal to 0. So x plus 18 equal to 0 is one factor, x minus 17 equal to 0 is another factor. So plus 18 if you transpose, you will get minus 18. Minus 17 if you transpose, you will get plus 17. So x equal to minus 18 and x equal to 17 are the two possible factors, which is minus 18 you neglect. So the first positive integer is what? X equal to 17, and the second positive integer is what? X plus 7. I mean 17 plus 1, 18. So the two conjugative integers are what? 17 and 18. Did you understand, children? Now coming to fourth question. What is the fourth question? The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 cm less than its base. If the hypotenuse is 13 cm, find the other two sides. So children, this is an important question. The altitude of a right angle triangle. So this is our right angle triangle. Consider as right angle triangle ABC. Right angle is at B. Statement 1 is the altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 cm less than its base. What do you mean by altitude, children? The line segment joining vertex to its opposite side, and it should make an angle 90 degrees. You know, children, for a right angle triangle, one of the side will be the altitude. Okay, so as AB is altitude, children, nothing but height. The altitude of a right angle triangle is 7 cm less than its base. So as this is our base, we don't know, let the base equal to x centimeter. What is the base? Let the base be x centimeter. And altitude is 7 cm less than its base. I mean less means x minus 7. And if the hypotenuse is 13 cm, as it is given, hypotenuse is 13 cm. Actually we have to find the other two sides. As we know that by using Pythagoras theorem, what is Pythagoras theorem? Square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Sum of squares of other two sides. Other two sides are AB and BC. Right? So hypotenuse is 13. So 13 square equal to AB is x minus 7 whole square and BC is x square. So 13 square how much, children? 13 square is 169 equal to a minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2 into a into b plus x square. Children, did you understand? A minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. So 169 equal to x square plus x square 2x square. 2 into 7, 2 7 is 14 plus 7 square means 49. Plus 149 you transpose, 169, 2x square minus 14x plus 49 minus 169 equal to 0. I mean from 169 you subtract 49. How much you will get? 120. So that is 2x square minus 14x minus 120 equal to 0. Again here I can take 2 as common. 2 into x square, 2x square, 2 7 is 14, 2 60 is 120. As 2 is multiplying, transpose, it will become 0 by 2. So that is x square minus 7x minus 60. So 0 by something, 0 only. So x square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0. Now constant is minus 60 and the middle term is 7x minus 7x. So what are the possible factors of 60? 12 5 are 60 children. I mean minus 12 and plus 5 because minus into plus minus 12 5 are 60. If I add minus 12 to plus 5, I will get minus 7x. So x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 equal to 0. So from these two terms I can take x as common, x into x square, x into 12 12x. From these two terms I can take plus 5 as common, 5 into x 5x, 5 12 is 60 which is equal to 0. Now if I take x minus 12 as common, I will get x plus 5 equal to 0. So one is x minus 12 equal to 0 and the second one is x plus 5 equal to 0. So x equal to plus 12, x equal to minus 5. So x equal to plus 12 you consider. So what is the base children? Base is x centimeter, I mean 12 centimeter. What about the altitude? 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 which is equal to 5. So what are the Pythagorean triplets? 13, 13, 12 and 5. So height of a triangle, other two sides are what? They are asking to find the other two sides. The other two sides are 5 centimeters and 12 centimeters. So which is an important question children? You have to practice. In every year they are asking this question in the public examinations. Now coming to fifth question. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. There was an industry called it as cottage industry. They are producing a certain number of articles, pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. Students, this statement was very important. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on the day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of article produced and the cost of each article. If you observe the question properly, what was the cost of article? Which was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on a particular day. So we don't know that industry how many articles are produced. Let the number of articles produced on a day, let it be x. Per day, let the number of articles produced be x. What about the cost children? What is the cost of each article? 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on a particular day. 3 more means plus 3, twice means 2 into x. Twice the number of articles produced on a particular day. And the second statement is, if the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90. So total cost how much? Total cost is rupees 90. Total cost means what children? Total cost is nothing but, for example, we will go to bookshop and we will purchase 5 notebooks and each notebook cost is 20 rupees. How much amount will you pay to the shopkeeper? I mean 5 into 20, that is equal to 100 rupees you will pay. Here also, let the number of articles produced by a pottery manufacture company, let the number of articles produced was x and cost of each article was 2x plus 3. So total cost means what? Total cost is nothing but number of articles into cost of each article, which is given 90 rupees. Children, did you understand this state equation? Why we wrote like this? Here x is nothing but number of articles produced on a particular day, and 2x plus 3 is nothing but cost of each article. So x into 2x plus 3, which was given 90 rupees. X into 2x, 2x square plus x into 3, 3x plus 90 you transpose, it will become minus 90 equal to 0. Constant is minus 90, minus 90 into 2, that is equal to minus 180. And what's the middle term is what? As the middle term is 3, so let us find what are the factors of 180. 290 is 245 is 315 is 3 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12. Yes, 15 and 12 children. So possible factors are 15 and 12. So that is plus 15 minus 12. Okay. So let me write 2x square minus 12x and plus 15x minus 90 equal to 0. So from these two terms I can take 2x as common, 2x into x, 2x square, 2 6 are 12x. Children, you can see here as we want 3x. So 15 minus 12, which is 12, 3x. So I can write in reverse order also. Order is not an important. Okay. Now from these two terms I can take 15 as common, 15 into x, 15x, and 15 6 are 90. Now if I take x minus 6 as common, I will get 2x plus 15 equal to 0. So one is x minus 6 equal to 0 and other one is 2x plus 15 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 6, if you transpose it will become plus 6. Okay, however you will get this is negative value, neglect. So number of articles produced how much? Therefore number of articles produced equal to 6, and also they are asking to find what is the cost of each article. Cost is what? Cost is 2x plus 3. As we got x value 6, 2 into 6 plus 3, 2 6 are 12 plus 3, 15. So cost of each article is 15. See, if you multiply 15 into 6, again you get 90 only. So if you verify, we are getting the same answer. So what is the number of articles produced on a particular day was 6 and the cost of each article was 15. So total 15 into 6, which is equal to 90. Children, I hope you understood this question. Nothing is there in this question. Now coming to sixth question. Find the dimensions of a rectangle whose perimeter is 28 meters, whose area is 40 square meters. What are the dimensions of a rectangle, children? The dimensions of a rectangle are length and breadth. In a rectangle, longest side is called length and shortest side is called breadth. What is given? Whose perimeter is 28 meters. Perimeter is how much? Sorry, 28 meters. And area is 40 square meters. Area is 40 square meter. We need to find the dimensions of a rectangle. Dimensions of a rectangle are called length and breadth. We know, children, what is the perimeter of a rectangle? As we are learning from class 4th, right? Perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus B, which is given 28. So here 2 is multiplied, children. Transpose, which is equal to 28 by 2, 2 1 jar, 2 14 jar. So L plus B equal to 14. Okay, children. L equal to plus B you transpose, children, which is equal to 14 minus B. So length is 14 minus B. Okay, children. Now, what is the second statement? As it is given area is 40 square meter. You know children, what is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth. Perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Area is what? Length into breadth, which is 40 square meter. What is the length children? Length equal to 14 minus B. In the place of length, I can write as 14 minus B into B equal to 40. So children, 14 into B, 14B minus B into B minus B square equal to 40. Minus B square you transpose plus B square plus 14B you transpose minus 14B. Already we have here plus 40 equal to 0. Okay, as the constant is 40, what are the possible factors of 40? 10 4s are 40, right? 4 into 10. So I mean minus 4 minus 10. So B square 14B I can write as minus 4B minus 10B plus 40 equal to 0. Right? Now I can take B as common. B into B, B square minus B into 4, 4B. Now from these two terms I can take minus 10 as common. Minus 10 into B minus 10B minus into plus minus 10 4 are 40. Now I can take B minus 4 as common. How much I will get? B minus 10 equal to 0. So B minus 4 equal to 0. B equal to 4. B minus 10 equal to 0 and B equal to 10. So what are the possible values of B? Which is 4 and 10. I mean, what we got the children? Breadth. Breadth is equal to 4. What about the length children? Length is 14 minus B. I mean 14 minus 4. 14 minus 4 which is equal to 10 meters. See what are the dimensions of rectangle? Length equal to 10 and breadth is equal to 4. We can also take B equal to 10 also. Suppose if you take B equal to 10, what about the length? Length will be 14 minus 10 which is equal to 4 meters. So possible dimensions are what? 10 meters and 4 meter. They are the dimensions of a rectangle. Okay children. This type of questions also important only. Now coming to question number 7. The base of a triangle is 4 cm longer than its altitude. And if the area of rectangle is 48 square centimeter, then find its base and altitude. Okay. This is our triangle children. Consider as triangle ABC. As base, BC is called as base. AD is called altitude. We can also call it as height. Okay children. You know children, what is the area of triangle? Area of triangle is half into base into height. As we discussed in class 7th. Area of triangle formula half into base into height. As it is given in the question, area of triangle is 48 square centimeter. Now coming to statement number 1, the base of a triangle is 4 centimeter longer than its altitude. Base is 4 centimeter longer than its altitude. So what you do children, let it be, let altitude be equal to x centimeter. So what about the base children? It will be 4 centimeter longer than its altitude. So base equal to x plus 4 children. Did you understand children first statement? Base of a triangle is 4 centimeter longer than its altitude. We consider altitude as x centimeter, then base will be x plus 4. Okay children? So let us substitute, as we know that area of triangle is half into base into height, which is equal to 48. Half into base is x plus 4 and height is x equal to 48. Cross multiplication, x into x, x square plus 4 into x, 4x, 2 into 48, which is equal to 96 children. Plus 96, if you transpose x square plus 4x minus 96 equal to 0. So as the constant is 96, so what are the possible factors of 96? 2 4 jar, 2 8 jar, 2 2 jar, 2 4 jar, right? So 24 minus 4, 20, no. 2 12 jar, 2 2 jar 4, 4 2 jar 8, 12 minus 8, 4. Yes children. So what are the possible factors of 96? That is 12 8 jar plus 12 minus 8. X square plus 12x minus 8x minus 96 equal to 0. From these two terms I can take x as common, x into x square plus x into 12, 12x. From these two terms I can take minus 8 as common, minus 8 into x minus 8x minus into plus minus, so minus 8, 12 8 jar. Now I can take x plus 12 as common, I will get x minus 8 equal to 0. One time x plus 12 equal to 0 and the second time x minus 8 equal to 0. Minus 8 you transpose, you will get plus 8. Right? Therefore, what is the base altitude children? We called altitude as x centimeter. So altitude is 8 centimeter. What about the base? Base will be 4 centimeter more than the altitude. I mean, as we consider as x plus 4, I mean 8 plus 4, which is equal to how much children? 12 centimeter. So, altitude is equal to 8 centimeter and base equal to 12 centimeter. Okay children? Do you understand this question? That is question number 7. Now coming to question number 8. Two trains leave a railway station at the same time. Suppose you consider this is the railway station. How many trains we have? 2 trains we have. 2 trains leave a railway station at the same time. The first train travels towards west. Okay, what are the directions? The first train travels towards west. This is our first train which is traveling towards west. And the second train travels towards north. This is our first train. And this is our second train. First train travels towards west and second train travels towards north. The first train travels 5 km per hour faster than second train. Okay, let us speed of the second train. Let the speed of second train be x km per hour. What about the first train children? First train is how much? 5 km per hour faster than second train. Fast means x plus 5 km per hour. Okay. Now, if after 2 hours they are 50 kilometers apart. After how many hours? 2 hours. After 2 hours. So, we know the distance, we know the relationship between speed, distance and time. So, distance is equal to what? Speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. So, first let us find the distance travelled by the first train in 2 hours. So coming to first train, as the speed of the first train is what? Speed of first train is x plus 5 and time is after 2 hours into 2. So distance traveled by the first train is 2 into x 2x plus 5 into 2 10. Distance traveled by the first train is 2x plus 10. Right? Now coming to second train, what is the distance traveled by the second train? We know distance is equal to speed into time. So what is the speed of the second train? Speed of the second train is x kilometer per hour and time is 2. So 2 into x, 2x. According to the statement, after 2 hours they are how much apart? After 2 hours they are 50 kilometers apart. Right? After 2 hours they are 50 kilometers apart. Right? So distance traveled by the first train is 2x plus 10 into distance traveled by the second train is 2x. Distance traveled by the second train is 2x. Right? So this is first train. First train is 2x plus 10 and the second train is 2x. They are 50 kilometers apart. Right? Now if you observe it, they are 50 kilometers apart, as this 50 kilometer is hypotenuse and these are two sides of a right angle triangle. So by using Pythagoras theorem, square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay children? Understood? 2x square plus 2x plus 10 whole square equal to 50 square. Is it clear? Because after 2 hours they are 50 kilometers apart. Okay, now let us substitute. Expand 2x square, that is 4x square, a plus b whole square, a square. So children, 2x whole square means, let me write 2x whole square plus 10 square plus 2 into 2x into 10 equal to 50 square is 50, 5 5 is 25, I mean 2500. So 4x square, 2 square 4, x square, 10 square, 100, 2 2 ja 4, 4 10 ja 40, x minus 2500 equal to 0. 4x square plus 4x square, 8x square plus 40x, 100 minus 2500 which is equal to minus 2400 equal to 0. Okay, I can take 8 as common. 8 into x square, 8x square, 8 5 is 40, 8 3 is 24 equal to 0. As 8 is multiplying, transpose x square plus 5x minus 300 equal to 0 by 8. So 0 by something, 0 only children, x square plus 5x minus 300 equal to 0. So as the middle term is 5x children and constant is 300. So which term will let us see? 2 150s are 2 75s are 3 2 is 6, 3 5s are 3 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12. No. 5 table, 5 5s are 2 2 is 6, 2 2 is 4, 4 5 is 20. 20 into 15. Yes. 20 into 15. I mean plus 20 minus 15. Okay. So x square plus 20x minus 15x minus 300 equal to 0. So take x as common, x into x square plus x into 20, 20x. Now from these two terms I can take minus 15 as common, 15 into x, 15x plus 15 into 20, that is equal to 300. Now I can take x plus 20 as common, I can take x minus 15 equal to 0. One is x plus 20 equal to 0 and the other one is x minus 15 equal to 0. So x is equal to how much, children? X equal to 15. So what is the speed of the second train? Speed of the second train is 15 km per hour. Right? What about the first train? First train is 15 plus 5, that is equal to 20 km per hour. So speed of the first train is 15 km per hour and the speed of the second train is 20 km per hour. Okay? So when you are solving the problem, we should know the relationship between speed, distance and time. What is the relationship between speed, distance and time? We know that speed equal to distance into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. Time equal to distance by speed. This relationship is universal relationship which is applicable to each and every problem. Okay, now coming to 9th question. In a class of 60 students, each boy contributed money equal to the number of girls and each girl contributed money equal to the number of boys. If the total money then collected was rupees 1600, how many boys were there in the class? How many boys were there in the class? If you read the statement properly, in a class 60 students. Total number of children 60. Let the number of girls be x. What about the boys, children? Boys will be 60 minus x. Okay, children, did you understand? Total number of students were 60. Let the number of girls be x. Then what about the number of boys? Remaining were boys only. 60 minus x. Now coming to statement number 2. Each boy contributed money equal to number of girls. Each boy contributed. Okay. What about boys' contribution? Boys' contribution, let the number of boys be 60 minus x. And what about the contribution of each boy? Each boy contributed money equal to number of girls. 60 minus x is the number of boys and each boy contributed amount equal to number of girls. Number of girls were x and each boy was contributing x rupees. Okay, children? Did you understand? This is number of boys and contribution of each boy. So 60 into x, 60x minus x into x, x square. This is the contribution of boys. Now, let us see what is girls' contribution. Let the number of girls are x and each girl contributed money equal to number of boys. Okay? Number of girls are x and each girl's contribution is 60 minus x. So x into 60, 60x minus x into x, x square. So what about the total contribution? Total money is total money equal to 1600. Total means boys contribution 60x minus x square plus girls contribution 60x minus x square equal to 1600. 60x minus x square minus 2x square, 60x plus 60x 120x equal to 1600. So transpose, children, plus 2x square plus 120 if you transpose minus 120 plus 1600 equal to 0. Again I can take 2 as common, children. X square 260 is 120, 2 8 is 2 8 into 2 800 is 1600. So x square minus 60x plus 800 equal to 0 by 2. So 0 by something, 0 only, children. X square minus 60x plus 800 equal to 0. Can you find what are the possible factors of 800? To 400 ja, to 200 ja, 200 ja. 2 2 जा 4, 4 2 जा 8, 250 जा 225 जा. So how much we should get? 800, and the middle term is minus 60. 2 2 जा 4, 4 2 जा 8, 8. Can you find 2 5 5 ja, we'll see. 5 5 ja 25. So 5 2 ja 10, 10, 20, 40, 42 ja 80. Can you find, children, what are the possible factors of 800? 2 into 2 4, 4 5 ja 20, 20 into 40. Yes. What are the factors? 20 into 40, x square minus 20x minus 40x plus 800 equal to 0. So I can take x as common, x minus 20 minus 40 as common, x minus 20 equal to 0. One possible factor is x minus 20, other possible factor is x minus 40. So x is equal to 20 and x is equal to 40. Children, did you understand? What are the possible factors of 60x? What I do? 2 2 ja 4, 4 5 ja 20 I took, and then 5 2 ja 10, 10 2 ja 20, 23 ja 60. So possible factors of 60, the possible factors of 60 are 20 and 40. 20 into 40, 800. If I add 20 to 40, again I will get to 60. So x is equal to 20 and x is equal to 40. So if you take x is equal to 20, number of girls are 20. Then what about the boys? 60 minus 20, 40. Okay, children? Did you understand what they are asking to find? They are asking to find how many boys were there in the class. So number of boys were how many, children? Number of boys are 40. And what about the number of girls? Number of girls were 20. So this is our 9th question, children. Now coming to last question. A motor boat heads upstream a distance of 24 kilometers in a river whose current is running at 3 km per hour. The trip up and back takes 6 hours, assuming that the motor boat maintained a constant speed. What was its speed in still water? So children, this is our stream of water. So here when we are coming to boats and stream sum, here you will be having two speeds, children. One speed will be boat speed and the second speed will be stream speed, I mean water speed. Okay, and also you should know the difference between what do you mean by upstream and what do you mean by downstream. Suppose upstream means water is flowing in this direction and boat is moving in this direction. This is water direction, this is our boat direction. Water is moving in this direction and whereas boat is moving from that direction. That is called upstream. So when in upstream, speed will be reduced. Okay, suppose if you consider that the speed of the stream be x km per hour, and here they said a river whose current is running at 3 km per hour. What is the speed of the boat? As we have boat here, let the speed of the boat is 3 km per hour. Then in upstream, which will be x minus 3 kilometer per hour. Now coming to downstream. For example, water is moving in this direction. Boat is also moving in the same direction. Let the speed of the water be x kilometer per hour and boat is given here 3 kilometer per hour. In downstream, speed will be increased x plus 3 kilometer per hour. Children, did you understand what is the difference between upstream and downstream? Upstream means both are in opposite direction. I mean, what are the opposite directions? Speed of the train and speed of the boat. They both are in opposite direction. Now, but whereas in downstream both should be in the same direction. Is it clear why we got x minus 3 and x plus 3? Once again I am explaining. Here we will be having two speeds. One is boat speed and the other one is water speed. As it is given in the question, speed of the boat is 3 km per hour. Let the speed of the water be x km per hour. In upstream, speed will be reduced, x minus 3. Whereas in downstream, speed will be increased, x plus 3. So what is the question? Actually, by the problem, total time taken is 6 hours. Total time taken is 6 hours. We know that time equal to what? Time equal to distance by speed. Time equal to distance by speed. So as the distance, as its speed we know, distance how much? Distance is 24 kilometers, right? A motor boat has upstream a distance of 24 kilometers. Distance is 24 kilometers. And the total time taken is, what is the total time taken? Total time taken is 6 hours. Okay? So, total time taken is 6 hours. So, time equal to what? Distance by speed. So, when it is in upstream, time taken is, distance is 24, speed is x minus 3. When it is downstream, time is equal to distance is 24 kilometers and speed is x plus 3. Children, did you understand? As we know that time equal to distance by speed. Total distance is 24 kilometers. And what about the speed when it is in upstream? X minus 3. What about the speed when it is in downstream? X plus 3. So, total time taken is 6 hours. I mean 24 by x minus 3 plus 24 by x plus 3 equal to 6 hours. Children, did you understand why I wrote like this? Because total time taken is 6 hours, which is in upstream, which is in downstream. Now I can take 24 as common. I mean 1 by x minus 3 plus 1 by x plus 3 equal to 6. As 24 is multiplying, transpose 1 by x minus 3 plus 1 by x plus 3 equal to 6 by 24. 6 1 jar, 6 4 jar. What is the LCM, children? LCM is x minus 3 into x plus 3. X plus 3 into 1, x plus 3 plus 1 into x minus 3 equal to 1 by 4. Plus 3 minus 3 cancel. X plus x, 2x. A plus b into a minus b. So x plus 3 into x minus 3, x square minus 3 square. X square minus 9 equal to 1 by 4. Cross multiplication, x square minus 9 equal to 4 into 2x, 8x. So plus 8x you transpose, x square minus 8x minus 9 equal to 0. Minus 9, I mean 9 1 ja 9. So that is x square minus 9x plus 1x minus 9 equal to 0. From these two terms I can take x as common, x minus 9. Again if I take 1 as common, x minus 9. So x minus 9 again if we take common, x plus 1 equal to 0. One is x minus 9 equal to 0, other one is x plus 1 equal to 0. So x is equal to what, children? X equal to 9. So what is the speed of the, what they are asking? They are asking to find the, what was its speed in still water. The speed is what? 9 km/h. Children, I hope you understood this problem. The thing is, you should understand the difference between upstream and downstream. Upstream means boat is in one direction, water is in another direction. That case, speed will be reduced. Both water and boat in the same direction, then speed will be increased. Distance is given, total time taken is 6 hours. We know that time equal to distance by speed. 24 by x minus 3 plus 24 by x plus 3, which is equal to 6. After that, the procedure is same. So, what is the speed of the stream still in water, which is equal to 9 km/h. So, this is the exercise 5.2, that is from problem number 2 to problem number 10, children. I hope this topic and all the problems are very crystal clear to you. So, don't forget to hit subscribe button, like it and share it with your friend children. Thank you.